on in now. Welcome to the Wicker Bar. You know me. I'm the host of this video, Lord Zippy Blaine, the Duke of the goddamn motherfucking Delridge. We're broadcasting live this evening from Mexico City. We are about 2 blocks away from the Mercado Juarez, right?
Yes, one block.
One block away. We stopped by there this morning. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of a slow start this morning, about 2 hours late. The person that owns the apartment we're staying in was having a new internet router installed today, and well, what she failed to mention, it wasn't just like a plug and play thing. The guy had to come in and he had to run wire and do testing, and it took about 2 hours. So we were a little bit got to a little bit of a slow start. So we didn't have any breakfast. By the time we sat down over at the Mercado and sat down for a couple of plates of food, I was so hungry I was just shaking as it was going into my mouth, because we did, obviously, as you all know, we travel with our coffee fixings. So we did at the market. We did pick up a few staples this morning. We do have some eggs. We did pick up a couple of limes, a couple of these little oranges. I've got a grapefruit. I've got a couple of potatoes. We're probably not going to do cooking. We're not going to cook here tonight. We probably will tomorrow. We may cook breakfast here tomorrow. There's still a few items that we do need. On our way to go look at some of the Dia de los Muertos festivities that were happening along the way. We did find a liquor store. They're a little bit harder to find down here. They do sell some liquor. They do have their version of the 7-Eleven down here, which is the OXXO, OXXO. And they did have a few selections there. We went to a little bit bigger liquor store, and the prices are quite fair. This is the most, because we're going to be leaving this stuff here. I can't bring half full bottles home with me on the airplane. This was the least expensive orange flavored liqueur that they had, and it actually very, very fragrant, very, very nice orange bouquet nose to it, as you were. And this was the least expensive tequila that they had. I know we're going to be getting some mezcal. They actually, at this liquor store, they didn't really have. I was really expecting, from my research, that there was going to be a little bit more heavy on the mezcal here when we were in Mexico City, but that's not really what we have discovered so far. So I did juice up a couple of these limes here, a couple of these oranges. This kitchen that we have here, very, very well stocked. I think the people that stay here are not the people like we are that do like to cook, and I do believe that the owners, they stay here sometimes because we stay some places where if there's salt and pepper, you're yay. I mean, we've got oil, soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, vinegars, lots of spices, lots of Indian flavors here as well, which is quite unusual. Although we did on our travels today, we did actually find the Mexico City Chinatown, which they do have. And we did, as we were walking Galeria del Blue Panther Jr. We stopped in there, had to get a t-shirt. Although this is kind of more representing Dr. Wagner Jr., who doesn't really wear a mask now, although they do have El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. He's wrestling as well. Of course, you're not really supposed to drink the water here out of the tap. I don't know what's going to happen. Rayo and I, we don't really have delicate constitutions, so we're not really that worried about it. Though we do have filtered water here. That we're going to use. So obviously, I'm just going to do this evening kind of simple until we, get all of our stuff ready, and probably by the time we're ready to leave here in the next 5 or 6 days, we're going to have a fully stocked bar that we're going to leave for the next lucky person that stays here. And with this bottle of tequila right here, it actually came with a little sidecar bottle that we're going to be bringing home with us. So shall we just go ahead and make this just a throw down margarita here, and let's just do this. We're going to go 4 ounces of our cabrito. There's a little goat there. And when we bought this shirt, we were also given a couple of little goodie bags of candy, and we actually passed those along to some children, because believe it or not, if you were caught up, I'm going to do 6 of these just because it's right now. If you're caught up with what's going on in Korea, they celebrate Halloween everywhere. And some years ago, I'm going to do 2 of this orange. I was working in Luchanek in Slovakia, believe it or not, and I was asked to bring a lot of Halloween treats with me when I went over, and in my travels through Lucha Neck at some of the stores, because that's just what I do, they, believe it or not, they had Halloween stuff in the little stores in this little town. Weird, right? We're going to go 2 ounces of our orange juice, and 2 ounces of our lime juice. And I get to tell you all these fascinating stories of my travels and Rael's travels that we've both shared over the course of the years. And today, it is kind of a special day. Today is 31, 32 years.
32.
32 years ago today, I met Rael.
Oh, sorry, 31. Sorry.
31 years ago today on Halloween. I kind of met Rael. It was kind of a weird kind of a blind date kind of a thing set up by my mom. It wasn't really a blind date. It was more like a
blind meet.
Blind meet, or as King Diamond would say, a dangerous meeting. So we are going to enjoy these cocktails. We do have TV here, though. What was that? Everything is in Spanish, with the exception of YouTube. So if you happen to be down here in Mexico and you don't feel that you want to miss out on cocktails and mixed drinks, happy hour from the Wicker Bar, just get on YouTube, get in the old search icon there and hit the Wicker Bar, and I'm going to be there just for you. Fortunately, we didn't bring a tripod, so I'm going to drink both of these drinks, and Rael's going to just hold the camera. Well, peace out from Happy Hour at the Wicker Bar. We are broadcasting live here from Mexico City. This is just our first full day. I mean, I don't even know. We stopped off and had beers at the Salon de Corona Salon. It was really something. Totally locals only place. We were looking for a beer. We're walking around. There's not, you go other places. There's a lot of places you can just kind of dive into and have a beer. Drinking on the street is definitely forbidden down here. Lots and lots of police, like everywhere. They're not heavily armed like you might see if you were traveling in, like, let's say Paris or definitely Paris, or some spaces in Barcelona where there's heavily armed police, but there is a heavy police presence here. We stopped into this place, got a couple of mugs of Modelo Especial. We have some tacos and a thing that was called a gringa, which was kind of like a quesadilla with some Oaxacan cheese and some
Al Pastor.
Al Pastor. I'll just go on and on. All right, peace out from the Wicker Bar. Enjoy. We'll get back to you tomorrow. It's going to be videos. I've got so many videos. There's so much stuff here. It's just like everywhere you go. It's just crazy. I'm out of here.